What's up, everybody? My name is Matt Houpy, and welcome to another episode of Spirits of the Sea. Every month we feature one of our suppliers, and this month is no different because if you haven't been paying attention for the month of August, which is almost over, we've been talking Virgin Voyages. I know, summer's almost over. It's crazy to think that we're already sliding into fall. Kids are going back to school. But here we are. With only a few short days left in the month of August, we need to talk Virgin Voyages and let you know what promotions we have going on so that you can take advantage of them before they're gone. So with that, I'm all dressed up. Look at that bling. All kinds of shine going on just for you. So let's talk Virgin Voyages. So like I said, we're going to talk Virgin Voyages and what we have to offer you for the month of August. I know it's almost over, so we got to get it in before it's too late. Now, some of these promotions end sooner than others, so you're going to want to pay attention. You might even want to write it down. Here we go. So with Virgin Voyages, they have 70% off of the second guest, as well as upgrades from their ocean view, which they like to call sea view, to their balconies, which they call sea terrace. So if you want to take advantage of that promotion, be sure to talk to your cruise specialist from Vacations for Canadians about which sailings those promotions apply to. But that's only going on until August 29th. So you only got 2 days. So act quick. You don't want to miss out. But Vacations for Canadians, they're our featured supplier, Virgin Voyages, so we want to add more promotions to that. What have we got to offer you? Well, we have our Sailor Loot flash sale promo that's been going on all month. Where have you been? If you haven't heard, we're going to add a $100 onboard credit, Sailor Loot, to your booking. And if you book into a Rockstar or Mega Rockstar suite, we'll add $150 of Sailor Loot to your booking. Can't go wrong with a little extra loot. Takes care of those bevies on board, or you can spoil yourself in the spa, or you can go to the casino, shops, whatever you like. That Sailor Loot is yours to spend. But we also have some of our My Next Virgin Voyage vouchers still remaining. This gets you $410 cruise fare savings. It also gets you $300 Sailor Loot. Now, of course, these are only for a sea terrace and above. Okay, so not the guarantee sea terrace, the lock-it-in sea terrace, not for an obstructive view sea terrace or limited view sea terrace. This is for a traditional sea terrace and above. Get any one of those cabins on any sailing that Virgin Voyages offers you, and we will give you $410 cruise fare savings as well as that $300 Sailor Loot. Combine that with the flash sale promotion, and you got yourself $400 in Sailor Loot. You can't go wrong. So act now. The month is almost over. You do not want to miss out. And with that, let's get to this week's Pick of the Week. Well, for this week's Pick of the Week, we've got a dandy. It's an 11-night Southern Caribbean cruise aboard the Resilient Lady. That's right, the same ship I will be sailing on this October. It sails from January 21st to the 1st of February 2025, sailing round trip out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Ports that it's going to visit are Cartagena in Colombia, Curacao, Aruba, St. Lucia, Antigua, and St. Martin. This is for a lock-it-in sea terrace, so that's one of those guaranteed ocean view balcony cabins. Perks include all of your dining, 20-plus eateries, gratuities, Wi-Fi, fitness classes, your essential beverages, as well as $200 in Sailor Loot. That's your onboard credit. That's Matt's Pick of the Week with Virgin Voyages. So now it's my favorite part of the episode, which is making one delicious cocktail that you can find exclusively on Virgin Voyages. So for this particular one, on our hosted cruise that we have coming up, we are going to be doing our meet and greet at a particular bar on all of Virgin Voyages ships, but it's called On the Rocks. It's located on Deck 6, right at the bottom of the roundabout in the center of the ship. It's the main feature when you come in on board the ships. It looks amazing, and you just take your way down the spiral staircase and you will find yourself at one fantastic bar called On the Rocks. So this drink is called One More Time. So I have all the ingredients here ready to make this drink. What you're going to need is gin. Of course, I have my aviation gin. Anybody who's watched the shows before, they know that's my gin of choice. We also have Campari, so for us it's Aperol. We have our sweet vermouth. Okay, and then of course we're going to have our shaker that we're going to throw some ice into, and we have some simple syrup. For my simple syrup, This one here is called Ginger Wildflower. So it goes with thyme, being Thyme. So we're going to add a little bit of herbs into that with the wildflower and ginger. This simple syrup is made by Kvass Beverage Company, based right here in Niagara. So be sure to check them out if you want to look into all the different kinds of simple syrups and garnishes that they offer. Definitely worth your while. And then of course we're going to top it off at the end with a little bit of club soda, just to give it a little bubbly, to make it more of a light cocktail for you. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some ice. Let's get started, shall we? So this is kind of like a Manhattan. You can see some similarities there. However, with the simple syrup and everything, it gives it that herbal kind of taste, as well as we add the club soda to give it a little bit of a lighter, refreshing drink. So we're going to get started with our gin. Of course, Aviation Gin. Shout out to our boy Ryan Reynolds, making Canada proud. Right? He is already being so successful with not only Deadpool and Wolverine, but also with Wrexham AFC, who are just killing it now in their new tier of Wales football. So congratulations to him, and what better way to recognize success than by making a drink from his beverage company. All right, so we've got our gin. Now we're going to add our Aperol, our Campari. Okay, so we added 2 ounces of the gin. Now we're going to slow things down a little bit. So for our Campari, we're only putting in ½ an ounce. So I flip the jig over. We're going to get ourselves ½ an ounce there. Bam. Kind of like Emerald, right? Next, sweet vermouth, same thing. All right, not too much. We don't want the vermouth or the Campari to overpower the drink. All right, we still want to be able to appreciate Mr. Reynolds gin. So we have that. And then lastly is the simple syrup. Now again, you don't want to add too much because we don't want to make it too sweet. So we're going to stick with that ½ ounce measurement. Makes it real easy. And just a little trick of the trade with some of the shakers, if you've ever noticed, on the top of the shaker, see those lines? Those are actual measurement lines for your measurements for your pours. So if you don't have a jig like I have, you can always use the lid of your shaker to measure out what you're putting into your cocktail. All right, so we've put everything in there that we said. We got our sweet vermouth, we've got our Campari, we've got our gin, simple syrup. Give that a good shake. See, now the good thing about this jacket with the sparkle in it is that you can wear it for both Scarlet Night and the Wee Fancy Night, because you've met both criterias with the sparkle and the red. All right, so we're going to pour that right into our glass. There we are. Now we're going to add a little bit of the club soda. Like I said, that is for the lightening it up, making it a little more refreshing. It's a good for a summer drink, or in this case, a nice cool breeze cocktail to have when you're sailing through the Mediterranean. That's it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers. One more time. That's pretty good. Cheers.